Hi, thank you for coming to our tax talk today. My name is Miranda Rhyne, and I am one of the tax attorneys here at Legal Aid of Northwest Texas. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a few things that you might want to know and what you can expect this tax filing season. Before we get started, all of the good legal, boring stuff, none of this is legal advice, it's information. But if you do need tax help, please seek out a professional tax preparer or tax attorney. So first, you probably want to know, when am I going to get my refund? Well, obviously, the quickest way to get your tax refund is by filing electronically and listing direct deposit information. The IRS says you'll generally get your refund in 21 days, but there are some things that can cause delays. First, if you filed and you claimed the earned income tax credit or the additional child tax credit, by law, these refunds cannot be issued and released until mid-February. A second issue that might cause a delay is that information on your tax return doesn't match what's in the IRS system. It's really important for you to wait until you receive all of your tax documents before filing. So don't use your last pay stub of the year, and make sure you get all of your income information. If you don't report everything that the IRS has in their system, then it's going to get flagged and picked up, and it could be a math error on your part where you didn't report what they have and it's not matching in their system, or if you might be the potential victim of identity theft or there's suspected fraud. These are all things that can delay the processing of your tax return and issuance of your tax refund. So how do you know when you're going to get it? Well, the IRS has a portal on their website called Where's My Refund? It's updated once daily. You can check there for the status of when you're going to get the refund and how it's going to be delivered to you, whether direct deposit or by mail. So the next question you might have is, why is my tax refund less than it was last year? Well, during the pandemic, there were special tax provisions that expanded who was eligible for certain credits and made those credits worth more. The earned income tax credit, the child tax credit, and the child and dependent care credit are returning back to pre-COVID 2019 levels. There also weren't any stimulus payments paid out in 2022, so that's something that you wouldn't be claiming either if you hadn't gotten. So those are reasons why your tax refund might be less than it was last year. Now, I want you to know there's tons of scams all the time when money's involved. You already know this. I'm going to talk in detail in another tax talk about scams and tax preparer fraud. But for now, I want you to know the IRS is never going to call you and demand immediate payment. They're never going to call you and ask for you to put money on a prepaid card or a gift card or make a wire transfer to make payment. They're never going to threaten to arrest you immediately or revoke any of your professional license or certifications. If you owe the IRS, they're going to send out a bunch of notices first before they take any more aggressive actions, such as a wage garnishment, a bank levy, things of that nature. So just know that if somebody is approaching you from the IRS, if they're calling you unexpectedly, it's not the IRS. The IRS does most things by mail. And even if you call in to set up a payment plan, they're going to direct you to the website to set it up or send you forms to do that manually. The other thing I want you to know is to choose a tax preparer. Choose one that you can trust. This person is going to have all of the information that they need to steal your identity or to sell your identity. So make sure you trust this person. They will know everything about you and your dependents or whoever else is on your tax return. If you go and get your tax prepared and it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So make sure you ask questions about the information on your return. make sure you review it before you sign it, and never ever leave without a copy of the tax return that you approved to be submitted to the IRS. Ultimately, you are responsible for what's put on that tax return. So trusting a preparer is important to find it's important to find a good one. Because if you later owe the IRS, they're going to come after you, not that tax preparer. Okay, and finally, I want to leave you with resources if you haven't filed your tax return, or if you're having issues. So first, IRS website's a great place to start. You can search VITA, which is Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. These are programs set up to allow for free tax preparation. And there's several in the area. You can call 211 and press option 1 and request locations for free tax preparation, or you can go on the IRS website and type in VITA and follow the instructions there to find one within your zip code. That website is also going to be important to review before you go to make sure you take everything that you need, so that when you go, you can actually, get the tax return prepared in that one sitting instead of having to go back. If you feel comfortable enough doing your tax return by yourself, there are several links through the IRS website to free file. Many software programs are available, and you can check which one is the best fit for you. If you are currently experiencing a tax issue, the IRS walk-in centers are going to be open one Saturday a month, February through May, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can go in without an appointment. Normally you have to have an appointment and you go during the week, but there are going to be local offices available throughout Texas on these Saturdays. And we're going to have that link that you can find below where the location is closest to you and what days they're going to be available. Also, another resource is the Taxpayer Advocate Service. If you're experiencing a hardship, or if you've exhausted all your channels through the IRS and you're not getting any traction with your issue, they're going to be able to assess your case and fast track things if they can internally. And that's it for today's Tax Talk. Please be sure to join us next month. And we hope you've gotten some important information today. Thank you.